Hi. So I am quite a bit behind on doing this survey, but in my defense, I have had two neck procedures done in the past month, and they've both been done incorrectly. So I've been just a little bit preoccupied, but I'm going to do the survey now. And before I start, I want to apologize in advance for my dog barking, because it's that time of day where people start coming home from work and he likes to bark at them. So if he barks, I'm sorry, I'm doing this in one take. So, number one, phone call or text. For me, it's kind of, I guess it depends what I'm talking about. If it's something where I really need to go back and forth and have a conversation with someone, then I would prefer a phone call. If I just have something to tell somebody and I don't need a response, or I just need a yes or no response and I don't really need to have a conversation, then I prefer text. So I guess I choose both, just in different situations. Number two, least favorite subject in school. I actually really loved school, and I loved all my classes. I sound like a huge nerd right now, but I did. I loved all my classes. Um, I guess in high school, I guess let's start back. In elementary school and middle school, my least favorite subject was math. And that was mostly because of the teachers that I had that constantly told me I wasn't good enough because I was too slow at adding and subtracting. And even though I could do algebra before anybody else in my class, they continued to tell me I wasn't very good at math. And so I hated that because they would give me extra homework. And yeah, so I hated that. And then in high school, my least favorite class was government, and this was a class I took my first semester of my freshman year, and the teacher in that class thought I was cheating with one other boy one time on our homework, and we actually weren't cheating, as I was not a cheater, but she thought that we were, and and so after that, whenever we take tests, I would get a good grade on the part that was multiple choice or fill in the blank or whatever needed to be, whatever she had to score, whether it was correct or not. But she would give me a 0 on all of my essays that I wrote for the tests. And so it became the only class in high school that I had a B in. And I would have loved to have had straight A's, which sounds very conceited, I know. But I was so close, and that was the one class that kept me behind, and I could have gotten an A if she had scored my essays. So that was my least favorite class in high school. And this is getting really long, considering I'm only on question 2. I'm sorry, I'll try and hurry up a little bit. And then in college, I liked all my classes, really, because I got to pick most of them. I'd say my least favorite was biology, and that was because it was supposed to be an intro class for people who weren't majors, and the teacher just gave us so much work and so much stuff we needed to know that it was more than I had expected from a class that was not for people who were majoring in biology, because I didn't really care that much about biology, and she focused on plants the whole time, which I think is the least interesting part of biology. I'd rather do, I don't know, anything else. So that would be my least favorite class in college. I guess my least favorite subject, but I only took the one class in it. So that's it. Okay. Number 3, favorite memory from when you were 13. Honestly, 13 was nearly 12 years ago for me now. So those years all kind of blur together, and I can't remember what happened when I was 13 or whether I was 12 or whether I was 14, but I'm pretty sure that was the end of 7th grade, beginning of 8th grade that I was 13. I can't say I have a specific memory that was the best, but probably just hanging out with my friends. I honestly can't remember what happened when exactly, so I don't remember if my best memories from middle school were when I was 13 or whether I was younger than that. So, yeah. My favorite memories from high school were always performing for the ballet studio that I went to, and also for the Great Russian Nutcracker that would hold auditions at our dance school. But I'm pretty sure that I had tendonitis in my ankle by the time I was 13 and couldn't do that anymore. So I was probably 12, but that would be my best memory. Number 4. Favorite game when you were a kid? Definitely Barbies. I'll keep this answer quick because I know this video is getting long. So the answer is Barbies. Number 5. What scared you most when you were young? Bugs. Especially beetles. Those are still one of my things that I just like, the beetles. Yeah. And number 6. Your first crush. Now, apparently my first crush was a guy named John who I went to first grade with. I don't actually remember there being a John in my first grade. I don't remember who he was. But my parents said that I talked about him a lot and that it looked like I liked him. And I also then named a washcloth John, and I performed a wedding ceremony in our house where I married this washcloth named John. Yeah. That's an embarrassing story. But that was my first crush. Alright, I will stop rambling now and have a great day. Bye.